judge you about that.
That's fair. I will say I don't read a ton of hard sci-fi, and that's what it is. I mostly stick to.
Isn't there like aliens in that one?
Yes.
I mean, there can be aliens and it still be hard sci-fi.
It is.
Written?
It's qualified as hard sci-fi because the book is like 60% explaining physics equations by volume.
I think it is considered hard sci-fi because it's written by Andy Weir.
Also valid. But it's good and it's hilarious, and there's one where it like almost made me cry and then laugh out loud in the same paragraph, and I was like, Andy Weir, what are you doing?
That's
Playing with me like this? This is not okay.
That's crazy, bro.
So good.
Can you quote?
Freaking excited for the movie.
Can you quote it?
No, because that would involve spoilers. Sorry. I don't do that here.
I'm probably never gonna, I'm probably not gonna read what you're talking about anyway.
You should. Oh my
I'm
god.
definitely gonna read it at some point.
Because the movie's coming out in March, and I actually have really high hopes.
My brother loves a Project Hail Mary, and so I've been meaning to read it and the movie, but the movie coming out that just gives a whole nother reason.
Well, The Martian was well received. That doesn't necessarily mean other sequels will be good. I mean, look at the Stephen King library. There's a wide range of adaptations, but you know.
I'll stick with reading my Ian Fleming.
Why?
I can't hear you.
He said Ian Fleming is what he's going to stick with. And then I said why.
I like 007 books. The books are better than the films. Unless it's Casino Royale.
You're one of those, of course.
Unless it's Casino Royale.
That sounds
Casino Royale.
correct. That sounds totally correct.
Do you have a favorite?
Isn't like Ian Fleming like a chauvinistic douchebag?
Well, yeah. Who kind of based his character to look like himself.
Don't you like Lovecraft, or do you get to say like anything?
Well, okay. Racist, xenophobic douchebag, sure. Why
I was
not?
like, do you really get to make judgments?
Girl, I gave you that ammunition.
You did.
Why are you assaulting me? That's
Because
so
you
rude.
gave it to me.
I guess we need pictures, don't we?
It's like you hand someone a gun and tell them to shoot yourself in the foot.
No, not my foot, his foot.
Exactly, that's what I just meant.
Yeah.
That's what I meant, okay?
That's funny.
He just struck.
English sometimes doesn't English.
Alright, what numbers do we do?
14 to 4. Yep, I got it, guys.
14 through 40.
Oh,
8.
That's awkward.
Chili sounds delicious. I need to make some chili.
I would agree, but I'm not having chili, so.
Me neither, but Arnie Tex made some chili and it looked good.
I should make chili for lunch. That actually sounds really good.
It is chili season.
You should make chili for lunch. That seems like a lot, because making chili is a homemade thing. But I guess you could open a can of chili and then pretend like you're happy.
Yeah, no.
No.
That's not happiness.
Yeah, that just sounds gross.
Well, at least if you're like,
There is 14.
put some stuff in it and toss it in a pan or something.
You could toss it in a pan, pretend like you made it, and then that would be even more depressing.
Exactly.
Chili is at least all day sort of a thing. At least.
Yeah, but then the enjoyment period is very good.
Period.
I mean, I also lived in a Chilean
Number
cinnamon rolls house.
16. You lived in a what?
A Chilean cinnamon rolls house, because my mom grew up in Kansas.
Okay.
So not in the same bowl, but
You were talking about a choice. Oh my gosh, you got this. 16.
Well, it just
There's
means,
16.
It just means that every time we have chili, my mom makes cinnamon rolls. So.
What?
You should bring cinnamon rolls to class.
I will not. No, I don't like you enough.
Oh.
But you like me enough.
Yeah. I mean, clearly I've stuck around.
Yep.
I wouldn't keep coming back if I was like, I hate this guy.
There's 18. I know, I'm so sweet.
I did not say that.
Some synonym rolls.
Did not say this.
Synonym rolls. That's kind of funny. That sounds like a Gina joke. Don't even give me that look, cause it totally does. It totally makes such a joke.
That's the worst part.
Number 20 is -4 to 6, inclusive, both ends. Number 22 is invisible. There it is. X is less than -5.45, or X is greater than -0.55. 24 is all real numbers. 26, X is between -2.30 and 1, excuse me, 1.30, non-inclusive. 28 is somewhere, there it is, no solution. Number 30, X is less than or equal to -0.69, or X is greater than or equal to 2.19. Number 32, greater than 8 inches, but no more than 21.69 inches. 34, X is less than or equal to -5, or X is greater than or equal to -2. 36, excuse me, is between -4.65 and 0.65, inclusive. 38 is no solution. You had all of Thanksgiving to do your homework. You're sitting there with a blank page. I have thoughts about that. Thoughts enough that I said that out loud. Number 40, all real numbers. Number 42, X is less than or equal to -3.91, or, honestly, you also had a week before that because I was flipping sick. Good granny boat. Number 42, X is less than or equal to -3.91, or X is great. Yeah, that's great. Look at your dadgum work to see whether you did it right. That's it, that's notes, that's not even homework. Like I said, good granny boat. X is greater than or equal to 1.41. Number 44, how far did we go?
48.
48, that makes sense. That makes sense. English is Englishing, folks.
Woo.
Number 44 is between -3.43 and 0.10, non-inclusive. 46, Y is greater than X squared minus 4X minus 6. 48, Y is greater than -0.25 X squared minus 4X plus 2. What questions do you have?
48.
I can do 48. What about you? On my tablet, but I can still do it with my cell phone, telephone. That'll work. We got this. We have the meats. That was a rather strange Arby's commercial. Have y'all ever thought about that?
That the slogan is weird?
Yeah, the slogan is weird.
Yes.
What is their slogan?
I've never. We've have the meats. That's the slogan for some
Oh,
reason.
that's their, okay.
It's kind of strange.
That is kind of weird.
Okey smoky dokey.
Like, what means?
There is the equation. There it is.
Well, do you sell deer venison? Didn't think so, so Arby's don't got them.
You thought that was funny, but
I know.
It just didn't.
might need to work on it.
Comedic timing is hard. We'll get there eventually.
Did you say Chinese is hard?
No, I said comedic timing is hard. Also, apparently, enunciation is hard.
No, that was, well, I guess with comedic timing, you can turn a crappy joke into a good joke. That is true, more or less. But that was just a crappy joke. Okay, so we are asked to write. Don't worry, everybody writes crappy jokes sometimes.
If only I was Gabriel Iglesias.
Gabriel Iglesias is funny, although that's a strange comparison, although you're both Hispanic, I guess. So, you know, whatever. The internet knows I'm racist because I noticed that somebody is a different race. That's crazy.
If the internet was looking for a way to, like, cancel you, they could have done it a long time ago. Like, this is not the breaking point.
Oh, she's got a list. Okay.
No,
We're expected to write a quadratic inequality for each graph. This is the graph in question. What should we do?
We find the slope.
Yeah, y'all don't know calculus, so good try, but no.
We get the letters that mean the things in the order, and then we.
I think we should do, you find the vertex, because we're given said thing.
Okay, then that.
Put it in vortex form.
Yeah, that is our goal. What is the vertex?
What about the y-intercept?
Yeah, the y-intercept, great. I'm talking about the vertex right
Oh,
now.
okay.
What is the vertex? Negative 818, great. That's a good piece of information. So, you said put it in vertex form. I like that idea, it's a grand one. That was useless, good try though. What is vertex form? Oh, it's. I know we just had Thanksgiving, but you have a
Okay,
test
it
on
was an
Thursday.
extra week, okay? You were no longer in the land of the living, we didn't have to do math. Y equals, this is what I was talking about when I said the letters that mean
Y
things.
equals, great.
This is what I meant. I just couldn't find the words. A times the quantity of x minus h squared plus k.
True enough. We know some of those letters. I wrote them on the television. Which ones of those letters do we know? A, H, X.
X.
K is the y-intercept.
K is not the y-intercept, but it is the y something. The y something that I wrote on the board, because I didn't write the y-intercept on the board. The y part of the vertex. So we can put 18 over there. True enough. What else do I know?
We do have the y-intercept.
We do, that's true. We don't need it, but we have it.
Cool, just, yeah.
We can, in a minute, use the fact that we know it to confirm that we got the right answer.
Same.
Same. She's a cloud, don't mind her.
Such
We
a-
know something else. It's right there on the board. Well, that's television, but you get it.
You know that where it meets the x's or meets the x line.
That's true, we do know that. Do we know that? Actually, that gives us another way to solve this problem. Oh yeah, we totally do. Oh no, we don't, just kidding. You're a liar! We know a couple points down there.
You know it's flipped, right?
That's true. So A is gonna be negative.
We also know it's gonna be shifted over.
Okay, so I love y'all's enthusiasm, it's great. So all of the things that y'all are saying are useful and true. That's true, that's all true. So, and I love that we're putting those connections together, right? We are putting together that this is gonna be, A is gonna be negative, we're not actually given the x-intercepts, but they're right there, right? We're given those things, we're given some different points, one of them is the y-intercept, all that's great. We're given a couple more points even, we're given all kinds of crap, right? All of that's true, and I love that, that's good, that is going to serve you well when you head to the test. All of those intuitive things are great. What are the puzzle pieces in vertex form? Those are the things that we're missing somehow. That's the hurdle we need to jump across. Right now we have this one, and only this one filled in. Do we know any of the rest of these?
X.
X is a variable, Rolf. So x is x. So yes, technically, we know x is x. That's true. We also have several x's that we can shove in for x in a minute, which we are going to do. That's not what I'm talking about.
Would
Do we know A? Do we know the stretch or compression? C or no? You got a 50-50 chance of guessing right. Yes or no?
No.
No, we don't know that. X and Y are variables. We don't care about those. Yeah, they're going to be X and Y. Wow. Do we know H?
is it 8?
H is -8. H is -8.
Would it be positive? Because
Yeah,
inside.
negative, he's going to turn into positive. That's true. Great. Look at us go. We're cooking.
With Crisco?
No, with math.
Oh.
I know it's not equals. I know it's an inequality. We'll get to that later. We'll deal with that at the end. Great. So which puzzle piece do we need to find?
A.
A. He is the one that we need to discover. How could we find him?
Could you take 2 points and plug it in for
Just 1 point, but
Just one.
that's probably what you meant.
Yeah,
Right?
plug it in for
We take one of these points that we're given, not this one, but one of these points that we're given and shove it in for x and y and solve for a. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Which one do you want to pick?
0, 2?
0, 2 is a great idea because it's got 0 in it.
Yeah.
So we're going to put a 0 right here. And we're going to put a 2 right here. What's 0 plus 8?
Still 8.
Still 8. What's 8 squared?
64.
It is 64. Now what?
Would you subtract 18?
Subtract 18. 18. Those are words. Sounds like a great idea. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I got a little bit lost because I was intrigued that they wrote all of these in standard form. Anyway, continuing on. What is 2 minus 18?
Negative 16.
-16. Now what?
Divide 16.
Divide by 64. So A equals what? -1/4. So our equation, the answer to the question is y equals -1/4. We already knew it was going to be negative, right? Times x plus 8 plus 18. And you could circle that and move on with your life. Now, they go a step further, and they take that and put it in standard form, which you could do. Square the quantity there, and then distribute the -1/4, and then combine like terms. And Bob's your uncle. You're done. Make sense? Good. What other questions do you have?
Can you do 24?
24. Sure. Solve each inequality by graphing. Okay. Okay.
I thought you told us to not do that, maybe? I mean, I
That
don't know,
video
did
you
I
told us, it said graphing, just so.
Yeah, it's kind of a liar, isn't it? Although we are going to sketch to get our understanding across. Are y'all trying to beef with me right now? Or are you beefing with past me? Who knows?
No, I think we
I'm
just don't want to
staring
graph.
into the camera.
Yeah.
I'm scared of graphs. I don't like
They're
it.
tedious, and I don't think any
they
of us
take
like
up too
them.
much room.
You will have to do graphs on the test.
Yes, yes, we
They at least provide the graph.
Like the grid.
Yeah, the grid.
The grid I will provide.
Okay, there. Now
Alright,
it's not bad.
solve this by graphing it.
Um,
This is
Or
the
whatever
part.
was
I don't know what's happening. Okay. And then past me also told you to like not do it by graphing, and current me still agrees. That seems like a great idea. To not do that. Seems like a stupid thing to do. Great. Now what? Factor it. How?
Parentheses.
Oh, y'all are liars. You gotta do something first.
Multiply by -1.
Multiply or divide by -1, same, yeah. Flip all these signs.
So who else accidentally did the stuff with the 8?
I don't think anyone did.
Lesson 5-1, 5-2?
What?
I accidentally did 5-1 and 5-2.
Oh, for today?
Yeah.
Well, I just checked Google Classroom, so I didn't.
Yeah, I accidentally did lessons 5-1, 5-2.
You might have done it early. Did you do it early?
So, yeah, I learned synthetic division. That's fun.
This problem is annoying.
I feel validated.
It looks weird. Probably
It doesn't
smells weird.
factor.
Yeah. Isn't 3 times 5?
So, this is why they said to solve by graphing. So, what you said was brilliant.
The signs.
Doesn't 3 times 5? 3 times 5 do. And if we do minus and plus, however, -5 times +3 is -15. So he don't work. He don't factor. So if we're going to solve by not graphing, what do we do?
Quadratic.
Formula.
Quadratic formula or completing the square. However you feel about life. What's going to go here?
2.
Well, depends on where we're pulling from, I suppose. Quadratic formula, then we can do this one, I guess. So that's true. Why not? 2. What's going to go right here? Also 2. What about this one?
-1.
And this one?
-15.
Question. In doing this, do you think this question, do you think some equation would be possible with synthetic division? No.
It's a dumb question. Think about it for a minute and you'll realize it's a dumb question.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
I'm glad that you're excited that you've gotten to the next thing, but
I
no.
love it. It's great. It's so helpful.
What's 4 minus 60?
Learned this earlier.
Negative.
-56.
True enough. It's going to be complex. Hence the solve by graphing. This one we kind of have to solve by graphing.
Womp womp.
Womp womp, little bro. So, how do we graph it?
The -15 is a part of the vertex.
No, it's the y-intercept, right?
It's lines.
That is true. That is the y-intercept, not the vertex. But if I was to graph that, what methodology would I use? Clearly not finding the zeros. We already discovered es imposible. Don't have no real zeros. He don't cross the x-axis at all. Which, if this said equals, the answer would be no solution and move on with our life, right? Because, well, or it would be the complex solution, depending on what we were asked. But it doesn't cross the x-axis. We already proved that. Because we get a complex number. A couple complex numbers. You can't have just one. You're gonna learn more and more about that with synthetic division. It's gonna be fun. You're gonna love synthetic division. You're gonna do it, and you're gonna do it so much you're gonna be doing it in your sleep. You're gonna wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and then do, put it in the cardboard box. That's what I do. Mom, where's my cardboard box? Okay, so that don't work, so how would we graph this?
Gotta downgrade the house.
Would you plug in numbers and get like
So you could plug in numbers and make a table, but we have another tool in our tool belt before that. What if we put it in vertex form? That seems reasonable. That's something we should know how to do. So, what do we do to put that in vertex form?
would you need to get a Y? Is this a Y there?
As f of x, it's fine, I don't care about that.
Is negative 1x squared, has negative 1 the a part of the vertex form?
Negative 1 is the a part, that's true. And you're like in the right path. You gotta take a step or two further. You're in the right block now.
Negative 15 is k in the vertex form?
Maybe. In fact, I can tell you right now, it's not. It's positive 15. Normally I can't just do that in my head, but this one I can. I gotta pull a negative 1 out of the first couple.
Oh, yeah.
We remember this? We dust and cobwebs. Y'all got a lot of studying to do before Thursday, I'm just saying.
Yeah, we know. At least some of us do. I don't know.
Do we remember this now? Remember seeing this at the very least? We got a blank space. What we gonna do in the blank space?
It's the green part.
It is the green part.
Do we have a green marker for this?
We have a green marker.
That
How
actually
do we
makes me-
find the green part?
To
Uh,
b over
3/2 squared.
B over 2 squared.
The green marker makes me a little unreasonably happy.
That's good.
It's green. Yay. Yay.
That seems reasonable, right? Add 1.
Looks like to me.
Subtract 1 times negative 1. Where's the times negative 1 come from?
It's the part.
It's up here, right?
Did someone hit the wall?
No, they hit the quad. Anyway, what now?
Then would you combine everything on the outside and then it would be x minus 1 on it squared?
What? Yes. The inside factors to the middle, right? So he looks like negative 1, no, positive 1, negative 14, like that. Now, we go back up and look at the shady bits. Would we be shading above this or below this?
Shading up. Below it?
below it because it doesn't meet the x-axis.
Well, if we put a y right here, y is greater than this chunk, yeah?
So it'd be above.
So above.
Yay.
So our question now is the shaded bit always or never touching the x-axis? Always. That's funny. My brain must be in Scottish country dancing mode, although I haven't really started prepping for that class, only barely. Because I was going to spell real like real, not like real. That's funny.
That is actually really funny.
Does this make sense? This problem, yes? This was a good question to ask for lots of reasons, because this one kind of reviewed a whole bunch of stuff all of a sudden.
You're welcome, guys. My confusion is your benefit.
What other questions do we have, chitlins? Maybe. There will almost certainly be a graph the following inequality. That will almost certainly be on there. What? 34. Solve each inequality algebraically.
Okay.
I'm teaching a middle school class in the spring. Oh no. That means I get to hear somebody will tell me that wombats poop squares, and somebody else will tell me that turtles breathe through their butts. Because I like in middle school classes to ask for a fun fact, and those will be one of the fun facts from
They
somebody.
are fairly fun. Like,
That's true.
for middle schoolers, at least.
That's true. That's true.
That's the most random thing I've ever heard, but okay, whatever.
I don't think you understand middle schoolers.
No, I think he understands them very well.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't have to understand what you are.
That's fair.
Sorry, Jameson. It was just a pile-on moment.
Why you gotta roast me, man?
You're just really, really,
I didn't roast
really
you. I
easy
just
to do.
joined in the roast.
No, you don't get to do that. You're an accomplice. To my roasting. You don't get to add on and be like, I wasn't roasting you.
That's piggybacking. I'm the one being roasted, but I don't agree to that.
Well, no one asked
Speaking
me.
of piggybacking, who's watching Stranger Things? Only a couple of you? That's crazy.
I dropped out after season 2.
That's sad.
I've never watched it.
It's fine. You don't have to watch it.
Fair.
I'm gonna stick with reading my comic books.
Nerd.
Yeah.
What comic books are you reading right now?
I'm gonna have really strong opinions. I need you to know that.
What should we do to this problem while Jameson's coming up with what comic books he's reading?
Plus add table size.
Add tentacle size. Sounds great. Let's do it.
Superman Reborn. It's alright.
Okay.
I could be really pretentious and be like, you need to read Swamp Thing
It's alright.
or anything else by Alan
Alan Moore.
He's such a weirdo. Y'all ever
The worst part is-
interviews with Alan Moore? He's like a wacko.
The worst part is, a lot of the stuff that he's done is really good.
I know.
That's
it
like,
is.
it sucks.
But dude literally believes that he's a warlock, so you know.
Well, maybe that's why he's so good at what he does.
I don't know. He's a weirdo.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else should we do?
Factory.
We
Sounds
should
like-
attempt the factory.
Sounds like my kind of guy. Sounds like a guy who would do really good for drums.
Drums?
What?
Drums?
I'm just saying that's kind of the instrument that I think he would play if he would.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I guess. That's
Critical points are -5 and -2. Correct. How did I get that?
You just
By doing
work
math.
as you subtract it.
Yeah, because x plus 5 equals 0 and x plus 2 equals 0. Solve each one, we get -5 and -2. Now what?
Now would you draw a number line?
Yeah, you don't have to, but I like the visual reference. Helps Helps my brain better. Now what?
Then you pick like -6.
-6 plus -5 is negative, right? -6 plus -6 plus 2 is negative. A negative times a negative, is it positive or negative? I'm showing y'all a shortcut. You're welcome. Positive. Is a positive number greater than or equal to 0? Ye.
Yes.
Yee.
Then I pick one in here. How about -3? Sounds great. -3 plus 5. Is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. -3 plus 2. Is it positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative. A positive times a negative. Is it negative or positive?
Negative.
Negative. Is a negative number greater than or equal to 0?
No.
Nah. We're the knights who say nee. Pick a number over here. How about 0? 0 sounds great. Positive, positive. Positive times positive. Is that going to be greater than or equal to 0? See or no?
This sounds like we're working with logic gates.
We're always working with logic gates. Anyway, so x is less than or equal to, right? -5, or x is greater than or equal to -2. We have to use this notation for ones that are going out. Because if it's going out, then we can't say and, because you can't be this and that. Okay? You can only be this or that. What other questions do we have, kids?
Can we do 16?
16. Graph each inequality. Okay, let's do it. We're gonna play with like all the puzzle pieces. That seems reasonable.
Are you reading any other like slightly more interesting comics, or just the boring ones?
Something like that.
Wow.
Are you a DC only person or?
No, I like all comic books. But if you think about
That's
it,
a bold stance, and I don't feel like it's true.
Yeah.
Nobody likes all comic books.
if it has pictures and words.
Well, it's pretty pictures. Although some comic books are pretty dang ugly.
True.
Anyway, what should we do to graph the following inequality?
Put it in vertex.
It's
Sure,
not
we can put it in vertex
technically
form.
a
Or we could just use the vertex formula to find the vertex, right? Either or, yes. Seems reasonable. Let's use the vertex formula.
You see, it's not.
What's the vertex formula?
Y equals.
X equals.
X equals a times the quantity of x minus h plus k squared, but the middle.
That's
is
the vertex form.
Form. Wait, no, dang it, I got it wrong. I can't remember any of my formulas. This is what Thanksgiving does to children.
Negative b over 2a.
Yeah, that one.
That one.
I was too focused on eating barbacoa.
Like real barbacoa?
Yeah.
Nice. Did you cook it in a pit?
No.
Then it wasn't real.
Then it wasn't.
No.
That is.
That's only sort of true.
Uh,
Some people would probably make that case. I could not.
no.
How long did it take to cook?
Too long.
Okay. Then it was probably decent.
There you go.
Anyway, I have wanted to for a long time, still haven't.
Yeah.
I've wanted to go to the Barbacoa and Big Red Festival in San Antonio, but I have not had it.
That's actually, that would be sick. My friend is from Michigan, and she came over for Thanksgiving, and she was like, "Why do you have brisket for Thanksgiving?" And I was like, "Why do you?"
Oh, that is so common. That is, and honestly, that's brisket for Thanksgiving is honestly now not the way you probably had it, but brisket for Thanksgiving, brisket for holidays, period, is honestly more like a Jewish thing.
Yeah, I believe. No, we just did the redneck version where you
Yeah,
get
like
get up at 3
legit smoked brisket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want a new smoker.
We're all types
What
of-
is -12 divided by 2 times -1?
Yeah.
regular 6.
Okay, so now we need to find f of 6. Excuse me.
It's the root of all evil.
Money?
No, 25.8069750. Here, I'm gonna pass it over.
The root of 666, is that what you're trying to do?
The root of all evil.
That's not right. Although I can mathematically prove that girls are evil.
Do it!
But
Enlighten
not right
me.
now. I'm
Well,
already distracted enough. We are tracking forwards. I can't pull us that far off
will
track.
you enlighten
What is
us
6
after-
squared?
It's math.
Exactly.
Why did I write negative 36?
Because the negative's on the outside.
The negative's on the outside, true enough. What is 12 times 6?
72.
Is it normal to eat my own skin?
No,
Oh.
it isn't what they're doing now.
What?
What is negative 36 plus 72 minus 36?
0.
It is 0. So the vertex is at 6, 0. 6, 7. You know what's more annoying than 6, 7? Like way more annoying. Like I like changed the channel yesterday when I was listening to Caleb because they started doing this.
The donation.
People whining about 6, 7. That drives me crazy. Get over it, old boomer nonsense, bull crap. It's fine. You did stupid crap when you were a kid too. Get over it.
Correct.
Anyway, continuing on, we found the vertex. That was quite useful. What else could we do?
The y-intercept.
What?
The y-intercept.
Sure. Where is the y-intercept?
B.
Okay.
Dude, this is a parabola.
Oh, wait.
Negative 36.
It is a negative 36. Great. That was useful. What else could we do? How about the x-intercepts?
Axis of symmetry.
Yeah, is it there?
That's it.
Yeah, it's at the vertex. Same.
Oh, let's see.
It's at x equals 6.
The maximum and minimum.
Yeah, that's right. It's right there.
The same.
How about the x-intercepts? How could we find the x-intercepts?
Find f of 12.
What?
Because it has an x on it. It's the x.
No. How about we put a 0 where the y is and solve for x?
Let's do that.
That sounds good.
Now what?
Add 36 on the side.
Why? You're trying to complete the square?
The x is, I don't know what it is. I mean, the x is by itself.
It's x squared.
You have to square root it all.
No, that ain't gonna work.
You have to complete the square.
That is one method, although there is an easier one on this particular problem.
Factor it.
We could factor it. What do we need to do before we factor it?
You make x positive.
X squared positive.
Yeah.
Divide everything by negative. Flips all signs. Great. Good grief, Charlie Brown. Plus 36. That's good, because that means it's actually going to factor. Now what?
You factor it.
Good. Parenthesis. Parenthesis. Now what?
You put x in each one and x.
X and X. Put X in each one and X.
And then you put 6 in each one.
6 in each one. Sounds groovy, bruv.
And then negative.
On both. It works and it works. It's too loud.
Correct.
1016.
And then it will be x is equals 6, 6.
we doing graphing? That's great. Now what?
Would you graph it?
Sounds good, let's do it.
I learned that my mom's 6% Jewish.
Good for you. Now what?
Now would you start playing pools?
Great, where?
Start with the vertex.
Sure. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. The negative 36, and then over here. Now what?
You shade above it.
Nah, bro.
Oh, you say inside it because why is
Underneath it, 'cause it's all flippity floppity. There he is. What now? I mean, what else? What questions do we have? 42. I am 100% sure that you will get more out of my class if you participate during class.
It's a scientifically proven method of, knowing what you're talking about.
What?
Yeah, I don't know where that went. That was my bad. I'm gonna forget it didn't happen.
Oh my
So
goodness.
I was trying, yeah, no.
What'd you say? 30? What'd you say?
42.
42. We did do 34, but then you asked for 42. That makes sense. That's the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
The one defense that I have seen for 6-7 is that 6 times 7 is 42. It's like, it's just the meaning of life, man. And I was like, okay, yeah, understandable.
6-7 really doesn't have any meaning.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, that's the point.
I don't really care whether people say 6-7 or not. I just, people that like hardcore whining about it, it's like, oh my gosh, get over yourself. It's like, seriously, calm down. It's not that deep. Let the kids have their words, it's fine. I mean, at least they're not telling you to go F yourself or something like.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, honestly,
At least they're not using your slang on weak.
I never said honestly, unironically, ever.
Cool bean.
I have said cool beans multiple times. All of that's older than me. What should we do to solve this algebraically? Because that is the destructions.
add 11. No. Yeah? No?
I think we should move all of this instead, because then this one will be positive. But
Okay.
you could add 11, that would be possible.
That too.
So if we add all of this to this side, we end up with 2x squared plus 5x minus 11 is greater than or equal to 0. Great. Now what?
no? You have to solve the quadratic formula.
Yeah, or completing the square. Either one. Because it doesn't factor. We wish it did, but it don't. What's gonna go here?
5.
True enough. What about this one?
2.
And this one?
Negative 11.
And this one?
-2. Or just 2.
Just 2. What's 5 squared?
25.
2 times negative 11.
88.
And 25 plus 88.
113.
And we need to get some decimal crap, because we need to figure out what our range is. So what's the square root of 113?
10.63.
And what is negative 5 plus 10.63 divided by 4? No.
Oh, I did that.
Question mark? No? What?
Should be 1 point something.
Valid.
1.4075.
And then negative 5 minus 10.63 divided by 4. That's gonna be your negative 3 point something.
Negative
3 point what?
3.91.
Okay, so those are our critical points. We need to check them to see whether they work. So 2 times 1.41 squared plus 5 times 1.41 minus 11 is greater than or equal to 0. All we really need to know is whether this turns out positive or negative.
Would you do like 2?
What?
Would you put on a graph? The number line, could you do like 2? You wouldn't have to do that.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's not just fine, but a good idea. So negative 4 be 16 times 2 is 32, minus 20, minus 11. It's positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. Put a 0 in there. Negative 11. Negative. Put a 2 in there. 2 squared is 4 times 2 is 8 plus 10. 18 minus 11 is positive. So x is less than or equal to negative 3.91, or x is greater than or equal to 1.41.
For the answers of 5, we did the notation of the parentheses, like the ranges of where the x value is,
So if you wrote,
like negative infinity to, like that, is that fine?
yes, if you wrote it like that, except like this, just kidding. Then yes, that would be totally fine. Okay, kids, go study for your test.
Ooh, wait, can you show us how you can mathematically prove something right now real quick?
I don't know if I can remember it all off the top of my head. Let's see. In order to get a woman, it requires time and money, correct?
I don't like where this is going.
Keep
I don't
going.
either. I actually object. I quit. sorry. Can you not name any other comic books you're reading because you don't know them, or because you're like upset, like you're embarrassed because you're reading Birds of Prey? Like I don't.
No, I'm over here reading Berserk. Berserk? Why would I read Birds of Prey?
Because it's good.
I will say, Harley Quinn's a decent character.
Oh my! Oh, I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna fight you. She is not the best Bird of Prey.
$10 for this
Dude, I'm literally wearing my Harley Quinn belt while you're saying this.
I don't care. Like I'm not saying she's. And you're wearing an MCR shirt. You're such a nerd. I love it.
Whatever.
Dude, I'm sorry, but like, there's way more nerdier stuff than NCR.
There is. She's just an emo nerd, which makes it better.
Everybody
Dude, I
is a
actually
nerd.
can't
Correct.
listen to anything else but